Good morning, everyone. See, my hair's all fluffed out on the side here. Just try and tame it down a little bit. It's Catfish Tyler. Good morning and welcome to the channel. We're going to keep it down nice and low and slow this morning. Yes. Having a look at stocks that some of us decided maybe to hold on to, I didn't see much pressure, downside pressure going on GXAI, so I decided to hold on to it because it was looking good yesterday in the after hours, and so I wasn't worried about it. And then this morning, I'm seeing EVTV down 4%, so that doesn't surprise me, and I'm not worried about it at all. Yep, Bitcoin is tanking. Yep. Good morning to all my Catfish folks, and of course the big dog, Catfish Tyler. Good morning, Ed, Gary. Hope you're doing well this morning. Iguera, good morning. Welcome to you. Elliot, hello. Welcome, Net5. Yep, gotta love SoFi, yes. JP Panic, welcome, JP. Solo Lee, how's it going? SoFi still down? Yeah, it'll be down for a little while, and it'll come back. That SoFi stock is sometimes after earnings falling repeatedly 45%, just so you know. Well, so today I'm going to have a break in the middle of the day, all right? So we're going to be doing 2 streams today because I got to go down and get myself a new driver's license photo. My driver's license expires here soon, so I'm going to go down to the Secretary of State and get her done. One day you'll be able to just take a picture of yourself with your camera, just send it to them, and they can crop it and put it on the license for you. But we'll go down to their top tier camera, and we'll get a picture today of myself. So I see EVTV right now, little double bottom formation right here before the market. See, right after the market's open, they're coming at it, basic pre-market. Hola, boys and girls, what's happening? I love it. Chops B Trading, good morning to you. Daryl, good morning. Good to see you here. Jay Watson, hello and welcome to the tank. So today, we're going to take a little spanking, and everything in the futures, in case you haven't noticed, is down. All the indexes are down. And show you right here, you can clearly see the sentiment is negative. And I usually am very conservative. As you know, I try to be very conservative. When I'm buying into a stock, I like to, number one, see the right parameters. I have to see the right look to the chart. I have to see momentum. I have to see volume. I have to see certain characteristics must be met before I'm investing out one single dime. And then when I do invest, I invest one single dime. Yes. Now, I want you guys to know that recently, or yesterday, I was talking about regeneration of a tooth growing. Some of you heard me talk about it yesterday afternoon late. That some species of animals and that walk the planet have the ability to regenerate, like lizards. If they break their tail off, if they're grabbed by the tail and it breaks away, the tail will regrow. And there are other species that have things that will regrow. And in fact, that ability exists in human beings, believe it or not, every one of us when we were a baby, because when we lost our teeth, our baby teeth, other teeth regrew in the positions where they came out. But the science has figured out that there's a certain, and I'm not going to use the right word here by any means, but there's a certain thing in the body that shuts off. And many things as we grow older start to shut off. There's a lot of things that are provided when we're young that are all pouring in, being developed into our body. And during certain phases, different hormones kick in and different things are happening and, going through puberty and all of that. So there's a lot of things that are coming on. And then as you get older, things start to shut off. And anyway, what happens is apparently science has been working on this thing, and I don't know what it is, but that causes the regeneration to shut off to try to damper that so that it won't stop regeneration. It will. And the future of dentistry that they're looking at right now, I'm just sharing this, you might not know about it, but is possibly to be able to regrow teeth rather than have to do implants. And so there's studies going on right now, and they've had success in the most basic life forms of regenerating tooth growth in like mice and things like that. They're doing studies. And I know it sounds crazy, but I'm just sharing it with you because I like to share this kind of stuff other than just stocks all the time. Because I do talk stocks 12 hours a day. There's one thing about YouTube that you can't deny. I don't think anyone could deny. No one is talking stocks more than me. And it's not just me that's talking stocks. It's all the others that are here with me. There's just a whole slew of people in here together taking it. And I thank each and every one of you for being here. But the reason that I'm looking at this issue about tooth and repairing a tooth is because I knocked a tooth out almost, and I was moving a piece of equipment. It's exercise equipment, and I nearly knocked myself unconscious, folks, moving this thing, and I knocked a tooth loose. I got a tooth that I knocked loose 2 days ago, and I thought I'd start studying, what can be done. I know that the implants is the main thing I've got to do, but I've got to make an appointment here to go in and get the dentist to take care of my tooth that I almost knocked out of my head. And I'm lucky that I'm still here talking to you, because the way this thing swung, I wasn't expecting it at all. It just swung around and it just whammed me. And I was just like, holy crap. And right away I could feel my tooth was loose. So anyway, I got to go get some work done on my tooth. Yep. This one right here. It's going to come out. I'm going to have a tooth replacement. But whatever. I share everything with all the folks here on the channel, and some people might even have some ideas. Okay. I was thinking about maybe just super gluing them together for right now, and then they could use the remover when they need to when they get to the dentist office. I could bring in a tube of super glue remover, right? So for now, though, I could keep my tooth from falling out by super gluing it to the two next. What do you guys think? People getting flushed. Yes. Holy cow, there's a lot of chat going on here. Jeez, oh, may God heal you. Thank you. Yes. Hey, miracles can happen. Yes, but I'm going to rely on the gods who have taught people to become doctors about teeth doctors, dentists, of course. And I'm going to rely on the dentists to take care of it for me. Whatever it needs to be done, it will be done, and it shall be done. It shall come to pass. No, I did that before. Dentist, yeah, no likey. No, no. Explain your channel in 10 seconds. I believe I can portray, although I'm not a financial advisor, the least amount of risk when buying by involving myself slowly into stocks. I wade in. You got to wade in. People get too anxious. They just want to get that money. They want to make as much as they can. And they think, well, if I buy 1,000 shares here and it goes up $1, I'll make $1,000. And that kind of mentality can really cost you. And so I'm very, very conservative. Okay. And that's 25 seconds. Sorry. So, but fortunately, the force of this thing, it had so much more power in it. If it would have hit me in mid swing, folks, it would have knocked me right out. But fortunately, the force of it as it came across and came around, it was just right to just stop right there. Just stop right there, folks. It really was insane. This thing is what do they call it? Elliptical. Elliptical. Hey, listen, if you're going to move one of those ellipticals, you better strap everything, people, because those things are dangerous, okay? Oh, man, those things are very dangerous, those ellipticals. If you're going to move it, you make sure. I recommend Boco Nano Hydro toothpaste, herbal toothpaste. This gives the best nanotech to fill the cracks in small cavities in the organic. Okay, I got you, my friend. Well, I didn't really want to talk about it until I talked it over with my wife. She didn't know that I nearly knocked myself out. And I thought maybe if I just knocked my tooth loose a little bit, that if I just gave it a little bit of time, it might start to reroot. But I don't know anything about it. So, but I'm that is the front tooth too. Yeah, right there. Yep. It that particular tooth has always been a little bit out of kilter anyway, and out of alignment with my rest of my teeth. So maybe I can, if I get an implant put in, I'll have them correct that. I won't have that. Hey, EVTV folks just jumped up and is up 5% right now. EVTV just hit 231 a share, up 5%. Now, I don't know if there's a big gap between the bid and the ask, but if there is, I like that too. But just so you're aware of it, EVTV, love the Robert Redford hairstyle. I'm going to have it in my photo today. I'm going to be getting my license picture taken today. Going in to get my license I've got to leave today at 11, around 11. So we're going to hopefully make some good money here today and then be on our way. And give me a second to put in my security code, folks. I'll be right back. If they shut off my stream and do a software update while I go on this little break, I'll start another stream with the same thumbnail in about 5 minutes, and I'll put a link to it down here. So you guys just hold on a second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's get logged in here and see if we can make some dang money today. And can't log in right now. We always buy low, folks. Yep. Or we try to. We try to get the lowest. We're looking for certain indicators that tell us when we're at the lowest. So this did not work. I got to try this again. Just give me a second here. I think I may have waited too long on that to get the code in. So just give me a second here because they're sending me another code here. I think I may have let that other one expire. Hold on a moment. Hopefully they don't shut my stream off, and hopefully I won't have to restart my stream. But we'll see what happens. They like to do that sometimes to me when I do this. So give me a moment. Should be back in less than 10 seconds. All right. We're up and running. See if we can make a little money today. See if there's a way to prosper this morning. And by the way, I am not a financial advisor, and I make absolutely no guarantees whatsoever. There is always, when dealing with stocks of the volatility and run-ups that we have, chances of equal drops that can be even worse, okay? So please be aware of that, all right? We get great gains on these ones that run up, but they can also be highly volatile and descend rapidly. There have been several times on this program where people have asked me to look at a stock, and I've gone over and looked at it, and I saw where the price was, and I told them, you better get out right now. That price is a sell number, and Katie Wentworth is one of them. The first time she was on this channel, she was asking me about a stock. I jumped over and looked at it, and I said to her right then, sell it now. Sell it right now. I looked at it, and I said, this is where you need to get out. And I was glad I told her that, and she was glad she asked me, because sure enough, that thing fell like $2 or $3 a share after I told her to sell that. Remember that, Katie? If you're here, I don't know if you're here or not, but she often listens in but doesn't say anything. She doesn't comment a lot, but she's listening. And Katie's made a lot of money on this channel with me, buying SoFi back in the teens, low teens, I believe. I don't know for sure about that, but perhaps. But that day she came in here, the first time she was in here in the tank, she asked me about a stock. And I looked at the price and I said, right now, this is it, get out. And someone else did that the other day too. And the price was at the 08. And I think the price was like either 408 or 508. And as soon as I got on it, I saw the 08 and I said, oh, and I had to look at it. And yes, it was up to 08. And I said, sell it right now, sell it. Sell the 08. 08 is a sell every time. And I told her that, and she did sell it. And in less than 5 minutes, that thing had fallen $1 a share off that 08. Man, I'm telling you, 08 is a sell, people. Can you sell stocks before the market opens, Catfish, without penalty? Yeah, sure I can. I can sell right now. GXAI if I wanted to. But this price where it is right now, I've bought a lot of shares at 161. And I bought a lot of shares higher too, in the low twos. So my average on this right now, I'm down on this. But I did sell it. Let me see here. Just let me go all the way back to the beginning on GTX. Hold on here. I've just got to go all the way to just one stock. I've got too many stocks on here. There we go. And so a lot of my orders, I started buying. And by the way, this stock was quite a bit higher. It had dropped significantly. And I made my first entry of 10 shares at $2.41. That was my first buy, $2.41. And then I bought 20 shares when it dropped down to 220s. Okay. Yeah. And I bought several shares when it dropped down to 213. I picked up a good couple hundred at 213. So then I bought some at 208. And it's at 162 right now. So, but I'm only buying 20 shares at a time. See, that's the difference. I'm not sitting there buying 1,000 shares. I'm buying 20, man. I'm spending $20 at a time. Then it hung around 208 for a long time. Then it dropped to 197, where I bought orders at 197. And now I see it's at 161, GXAI. So I'm watching it close. But I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Account positions. GXAI, let me take a look at it right now. Yeah, I'm down on it, $467. Yep. But I've got 2,627 to invest right now. So it might be time, like I said, to get some dollar cost average. This is why I wanted to sell some. This is why I told you I'm going to sell some shares off so I've got some cash to buy with if they come at things hard in the morning. And right now, EVTV at 214, GXAI. Let me take a look at it on the chart. Try and see which one is the more attractive buy here. Just give me a second here. There it is. Okay, yep. Well, to see this GXAI, EVTV right here doesn't surprise me because, ladies and gentlemen, look how many times we've been here. We've danced with this thing here. And it went right through it as if there was nothing there, no resistance at all there. See that? It just sliced through that so fast, no resistance whatsoever through this range. And then all of a sudden, this becomes an attractive area for somebody to accumulate before it runs up. And then they take it down to the same number again where they accumulate before it runs up. And then they take it down only to the 200. Then it blasts off. Then they say, shit, let's take it down one more time. And they get it there. They get it there again, folks. They get it there again. They get it there again. And here they are. Same spot again, folks. Do you think it might be a good buy right there? Really? You see right there, that bottom right there? Do you see that bottom right there? Do you see that bottom right there? Do you see the bottom right here? And every one of these, folks, is just a vaggie. That's a vaggie. That's a vaggie. There's no nut sacks going on. That's a vag. That's a vag. This will be of another one, folks, most likely. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Someone's playing this real well. And if you're smart, you'll gauge what's this amount to that amount. What's this amount to that amount? What's this amount to that amount? What is this amount to that amount? Gauge these, folks. Gauge them. What is that gain? What is that increase? What is that increase? What is that increase? What is the decrease? What is the decrease? Gauge it, folks. Get smart. Become a day trader, okay? Don't be a victim of this kind of manipulation. Be a profiteer from it. Profit from it. Offering on my 2 cents says, if you can't hear me, try refreshing your screen. Everyone else seems to be able to hear me. See, Richard, my SoFi DCA is 1666, a real cool number. Yes. Gotcha, see, Richard. Yep. I'm with you. Keep in mind, Kat, although I'm a doctor, I'm not a licensed dentist. Anymore. Aurora Moore is 23 different organic herbs. Wonderful stuff. Thank you. I'm going to read all of your stuff. Herbs. Got it. Yep. Yeah, you can't, and by the way, you can't explain my channel in 10 seconds. My channel involves 25 years worth of knowledge, and you can benefit from my 25 years. This stock right here is EVTV. EVTV. Higher low, higher low, higher low, same low, same low, same low as before. Same low is there, same low is there, same low is there, same low is there. And why is that the number, folks? Why is it? It never stopped here before. Who's playing, who's got the rule book here? Why would it not stop in this range at all? And then suddenly this become the common low, okay? All right, who's, and I mean, is it by design? Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like it's being manipulated big time. And I could be completely wrong. From here, a lot of times they would like to try to take it all the way back down to this price right here. Right here is where they'd love to get it to. And so just be cautious, folks, because someone's trying to really play this sucker. And they have. They played it, executed perfectly. Retail, see, can't handle this kind of hostility. The average retailer can't handle it. But a day trader starts to look for patterns, 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 patterns. What is that amount? A day trader is looking at these patterns. All right? Yeah, that's why GXAI dicked around, I think. But once that offering closes, it will be a rush. I agree. Yep. So I'm just showing you EVTV. You can see this is a repeatable pattern to this number, down to this number. And it works good for them. They love the way this works. So let's go take a look at something. Okay? Let's just say this was the bottom where the blue line was. The blue. That's the 5-day average. $1.98. How much did the damn thing go up? Let's just go to the blue line. Just the blue line. 226. So 30 cents, we'll say. Okay? We'll say that was easily 30 cents because I'm being conservative at the top. So 30 cents. And then they dropped it probably from this price where the blue line was, is all I'm doing. I'm trying to do the blue, the 5-day average line. And that's 226 or 227. They dropped it to what price? They dropped it 10 cents. Okay? Common, they raise it 20, they take back half. Then they raised it 10 cents. Then they dropped it 10 cents. Then they raised it 4 cents. Then they dropped it 15 cents maybe? 222. 222 to what? 204, 12 cents. They dropped it 12 cents. And it probably was 13. It was probably 13 because they love to do the number 13. And that's why you always see me when I buy here, when it goes up 13, I sell some. You always see me do that. How many times have you seen me do that? I do it all the time. 13 cents is where I start selling because they like to do a 13 cent down, 13 up. Here again, how much did they drop this price from there where the blue 5-day turquoise was? 235. And I guarantee you it was 237 or 238 is what it really hit. Because they love to stop it at 238. 238, see? That's why that number's on my buy-sell sheet, folks, 238. And you might want to take a notice. It was one time at 238, 2 times at 238, 3 times 238, 4 times 238, 5 times 238, 6 times 238, folks, 238. Do you see that number? I know what I'm talking about on my buy sell sheet. When it says right there to sell the 38, folks, I mean it. If it's up to that number, you sell it there. If it's down to that number, you buy it there, okay? But that number is a true number, okay? And I'm not just BSing you, folks. And you can see it right there. Coincidentally, that happens to be at the 38. Every time, the 38. So I'm just letting you know that number is a number for you to definitely sell shares at that number, okay? And I'm just trying to prove my point. Marty's calling out some stocks: GDTC, DHX, TEAD, FBLG, and CISS. Folks, I want you to take a look at those. Wendy, you would be wise to listen to what others are going to say in here in the tank about these other stocks. I'd like you guys to take a look at them. GDTC, DHX, TEAD, FBLG, and CISS. Okay? And Alexa, call Double K.
Calling Double K.
And this stock you're looking at is EVTV, folks. EVTV. At the bottom, the common bottom, once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6 times.
Your call has... Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Catfish calling, and I want to let you know, I think you should look at a chart on a stock called EVTV.
Yeah, I know EVTV.
Look at the 5-day chart, and you will see the number where it is right now has been the bottom. You will see it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 7th time this number has been the bottom. Right where it is now. If you look at the 5-day chart, you'll see that. Hold on, I'll send you this picture. All right, I just sent you the picture. You will see where it is right now has been the bottom 6 or 7 times. And I think it might be wise to pick up a few shares right there, because you can see that is a well-defined resistance point previously. And I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Man, they're playing that thing. And from the bottom where it's at, which is coincidentally 208, Savannah, coincidentally, the price is 208 right there, Savannah. I know you don't believe that, but I'm showing you one more time why the 08 is such a good number to buy usually. If it drops to that, if it drops to 08, and here they repeat again, going for basically that number. It looks like this morning they got 211. They came close, 211. But all that looks like they're doing now is just trying to accumulate at 213, which they've done. Look at that. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times before. This is the 6th time they're trying to accumulate at 213. Before they run it back up, I'm guessing. I don't know. But I'm just showing it to you, folks. It looks like a very common pattern. And it could drop from there. They could drop it all the way down to that low of 183 from here. So I don't know what it's going to do for sure. But I can tell you one thing, this has been a point of resistance now a lot, okay? And I could be wrong, but I don't think so. So we'll see if history repeats itself and this thing again jumps off here. But the entire market will have an effect on it as well, folks, because we're in a downward trend right now. Look over here. Look at the S&P futures. Look at the Dow futures.
Let me call you back here shortly.
The NASDAQ futures are down. Gotcha, Carl. Love you, man. Bye. Good morning.
Before you go, would you like to make Double K a favorite contact so you can reach them faster next time?
Sure.
Great, I've added them. You
Good.
can manage your favorite contacts in the Alexa app. To add or remove a favorite, just go to the contacts details and tap on the favorite star.
Merci beaucoup.
Good morning, Tyler. You are so very welcome.
Ah,
Happy Thursday.
tu comprends le français? Alexa, si je parle français avec toi, tu peux me comprendre? Alexa, parlez-vous français? No. That would be a no. That would be a hard no. So we're looking at everything across the board this morning and reminding you that the whole market is dead red in the futures. So to see everything that you may be owning down, you should expect that, folks, and you should expect days like this. And sometimes you can even see 2 or 3 day periods of washing out, fleecing out, and but this is why we try to keep money, cash, powder dry. I have it dry right now, folks. I'm down, but I have $2,627 to buy a runner with, and I'm gonna count on you guys to look up these stocks that was just called out by Marty, because you know he's called out some huge runners: GDTC, DHX, TEAD. Okay, so let's go see what these things are doing. And but before I do, I'm actually going to buy some of this right here. I'm going to buy some of this EVTV right now. And as you can see, folks, if you look over here, I already sold all of it at its high yesterday. So I was expecting this, and that's why I have all the cash that I've got, okay? So I'm going to turn this day that I'm down 400 on it to go up. All right? I'm down $20 on it, but I actually lost about 400 on it when I sold it, okay? But that loss, I'm going to turn into a gain, okay? And I'm going to start buying it right now, EVTV, because I like where it is on that line right there. So I'm going to come in on EVTV right now. And here we go, EVTV. All right. And I want to buy here now. So I just click over here on the buy tab up here. And when I click on that buy tab right there, then I come over here and it lets me buy 20 shares. Okay. And I'm going to go limit. And before I place this at 214 limit, review, and I want to watch the percentage gain. Now, I see the ask is 213, but I put my limit in at 214 because if I'm watching the percentage gain and it starts to break to the upside, I want to make sure I get the 214, okay? Because it can go very fast. So here I'm looking at not the price. I'm not looking at the price. I'm looking at this right here, all right? That's what I'm looking at. And another thing, by the way, just so you know, the last night, EVTV was at 240 a share, okay? I just want you to be aware of this. Last night, this stock that I'm right now, the one I sold last night at 240, I'm buying back now, okay? So last night, I told you I was going to sell and have cash for in the morning. So I told you I was going to be selling. So I had some cash for in the morning. And sure enough, those orders sold last night. And that's why I have this. That's why I got 2,600 to cash to buy right now with. All right. So let's go in 20 at 214. And here's what I'm looking at, folks. Look at the percentage down. Okay. 40909. And no, I'm not going to buy yet. I'm not in a hurry to buy. I got all the time in the world to buy here. And now I see a 320, 363. And I want to see that 40909 again. And I will buy it right now if I can see it. So I'm going to hit review order. And I'm trying. There it is. I got it. Okay. Order status. Come over here. And again, I'm only spending $40 there. Okay. I've got a lot more. I've got 3,000, but I'm spending 40. Okay. That's the key to my technique. And oh, and the problem I did here is I made that a day order. I want to change that. That's why it isn't filling. Good till cancel plus extended. And I'm going to move this down to 213 limit order. Okay. And I'm going to do a review here. And I'm looking at it now, and I'm not seeing that 40909, or am I? Let's see. And you guys understand today I'm going to be leaving here at about 11 o'clock, 11:30. Will be the latest I can be on here is 11:30 because I have a 12:05 appointment at the driver's license office to get my picture ID redone. I got to get a new photograph. You guys think I look all right for my picture ID today? You think I'll make a good photograph for my driver's license? Good morning. Can you leave us in the tank? Yeah. But the problem is my screen will want to go off after 30 minutes. And I'm going to be gone longer than 30 minutes. I guess I could leave my screen and change the settings for stay on longer, but I don't know whether that's good for your computer to keep the same. I don't know if it affects them anymore like it used to, but you didn't want to get something burned onto your screen, an image burned onto your screen. Yeah, you look like Patrick Swayze and David Lynch. Okay, that I'll take as a yeah. My picture looks okay then. So EVTV, I'm looking at it right now. There's the 40909. I'm watching this very closely. And you know what? I'm just going to get my first order right here at 40909 if I can get it. 211. The hair is pure David Lynch, who had the best hair in Hollywood historically. Holy cow, Gary, now come on. Joe Cocker had a different voice, and he's a millionaire. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did. Sure did. You're everything I hope for. And you're everything I need. You are so beautiful to me. Yeah. Joe Cocker. Whatever. Hey, look at this. It's only down 37777 now. And 365, I'm in. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Looking for 40909, which I don't see anymore. EVTV. Get it while you can. Down here on the bottom where they've established the bottom so many times before. I just bought it at 40909. That gave me a buy at 211.85. I just bought it at the number you see on your screen. Last order, 211.85. That would be moi. That's moi, ladies and gentlemen. Moi. And I'm going to duplicate that order. And every time I see this number, 40909, I will buy it one more time. You see this? This is what I'm doing, okay? So I will put this order in here right now, 40909. And I'm looking for this to go lower. If it possibly can, I will buy it when it gets to 208. But for now, I think this number is something they are trying to keep this one for some reason. And they are accumulating right here. And so I will be buying with them. If you happen to speak German, you are surely able to understand every single word I am saying to you right now. And I'm not trying to be condescending or anything like this. I am simply trying to do this to entertain you. And you can listen to me speak the German and many other language you can learn. So when you go to travel to those countries, you will be able to talk the English the same way the Germans do. Just like this. See? Da. Jersey Pat says, good day. SRY, guys, look what I started. Sorry, guys, look what I started. John Belushi, Joe Cocker impersonation on SNL. It's classic Cocker. Yeah, oh, man. But he was not happy about that. Joe Cocker did not react very well to that at all. I'll tell you right now. That was not met with very nicely. So I'm going to be buying this stock again now because I see that it is not down anymore. 40909 is turned around. And I just buy this stock here for this price. I'm trying to buy it 213. It will not feel now at 213. I will have to raise this to 214. I think so. I don't know. But they said the last one sell for 212, so I will try to get this for 212 myself. Here we go. Right now. I'm buying. Will he get down on stage and rock like a beluga spouting beer? Yeah. He was, I've seen the episode. I saw that episode. So today, we're not going to get to trade with you all day long. It's just going to be a morning session. And then we're on our way to bigger and brighter things we will be doing. And we will be starting this morning by buying a new driver's license. Cocker needs to light up. Well, he did get down, yeah. Okay, well, yeah, because the reason people are talking about this voice of Joe Cocker was because yesterday I sang one of my songs and someone said, you need to work on your voice or something like that, or something about my voice, nasty voice or something. And I thought, well, that's awful kind of you. But let me remind you that some of the people who've made so many thousands of dollars and millions, in fact, have been not such great singers like Bob Dylan. So let me just tell you right now, in case you didn't know it, Bob Dylan sang a lot of songs, and he made a lot of money doing it, and has the words you can't even understand sometimes. All right? So I don't have to worry about my voice at all. It's the words that matter. It's what I'm saying. Got my message? You can pick up my message loud and clear, and it's all in tune with the vibes of the world. Everyone that's heard my voice calls me the voice. Well, someone said here the other day that I had the best voice on YouTube. Do you think so? Someone said, this guy's got the best voice on YouTube. I don't know why. Maybe I should just go to DJ radio stations again. I did a DJing job down in Florida once on a station called WLOV, Central Florida's best. Love music. Everyone that's, yep. Did you check out the Ray-Ban people? I did respond with a response, and I have not heard, as of this point in time, I don't believe, any response from them and their crack. Yep. Marty just sent me the video on the stock market just flipped to do this. I saw that the individual that you sent me the video clip to, and he's sometimes a little bit. Well, he's searching sometimes. This is the guy he's talking about right here, and this is him right here. His channel, and I have seen him before, and he's pretty knowledgeable. I'll agree with you. He has some pretty knowledgeable stuff. He's definitely very studied. I'll give this guy that much. He's very studied. Okay, but and I'm not going to show you what he's saying exactly. I'm just going to show you who he is. Zip Trader. You guys can go over and check out this video if you want to. Because he is a pretty knowledgeable guy, okay? And I credit him on his delivery, okay? Very professional, straight across the board. He doesn't beat around the bush. He gets straight to the facts on things, and I like his approach, and I like what he has to say. So you might want to, yep. But anyway, as of yet, I've heard nothing from, and I have to get over here where I can't show what I got on my email, but taking a look right now at the entire market as a whole, it's hard to say which way is up and down here. I know Zip Trader has very zippy. Yep. He's very zippy. Yep. So listen to him, but don't necessarily. But he did call Chevron. He did call out Chevron a week and a half ago, and it's gone up very nicely since that time. So he nailed Chevron. And yep, EVTV. I see what's happening here. I did fill at 213, so I'm going to duplicate that order. I've got an order at 212 that isn't filling. Review order. And I'm going to place it at 213. I'm going to get some more of it. And I just filled at 209.85. I just filled at 209.85, folks. I do not know how that happened because the bid is 210. But I just filled right there, 209.85. What timing, huh? 209.85, folks. And now I'm going to put in a limit order at 210 and see if that order will fill. And no, it won't. A buy order, 20 shares at 210 will not fill. Folks, I think I might have just caught the low of the day. The ask is 214 now. Wow. Did I catch the drop before the pop? Let's duplicate this order again. And now come in at 211 instead of, try 211 instead of 210. And now my orders at 210 and 211, neither one of those will fill after I just caught a 209.85. Gary and Reds, you want me to talk with the friends like this, my friend? Is this going to do something for you if I talk like this to you, my friend? This is the way you want me to talk to you, huh? Like this, huh? As if I was some sort of a French person. This is what you're looking for. I don't understand exactly what it is you are looking for someone to talk like this to you, but I will do so at your request. Bonjour, mon ami. Je serai très content que vous êtes ici avec moi aujourd'hui. Oui, 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 je peux parler français avec les Françaises. Can the market makers see my sell limit orders? Oui, oui, oui. Ils peuvent voir tout que vous avez. Oui, ils peuvent le voir. Yes, they can see them. Well, I can't fill 210, 211. Let's try and fill 212. Let's try and fill at 212. 20 shares at 212. Review order. And place it. Yes, 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 poo poo. Ah, wee wee, wee wee, poo poo, pee pee. Good morning, Cat and Tank. I've been a while since I've been here. Kyle Peterson, hello, and welcome back to the Tank. The most recent price guidance on SoFi is $33. Thank you for being such a prominent proponent of SoFi. Ah, Kyle, yes, I have been very, very busy with other stocks as of late, and I've been telling everyone to buy ONDS. I started when the price was at $2, and it made a nice run way, way up. It's dropped quite a bit now, ONDS, but boy, did we make some money on that over the last month. ONDS, I made $6,100 on that stock, and that's just on one account. I made $6,100 on one. And people, I just say that because that was the one people were watching that day when we made that money. And it was actually over a series of about a week that it went from $2 all the way up over 10 and even up to, I think, around 12. So we made a great amount of money on ONDS. We're watching it getting beat down now for the last 8-10 days. But who knows, they might get another buy on it. But we usually just cut them loose once we make the money on them. We are day trading ONDS, and we've been day trading this stock, EVTV. We've made good money on it. We made very good money on buying the lows and selling the highs on this stock, EVTV. Yesterday, we sold it at the high in the pre-market and bought it back like 80 cents less than we sold it for. It's fantastic. And this morning, I'm buying more of it right now. I've been buying some of it on the low because I sold it yesterday, and I've got 3,000 to buy with this morning. So I've been buying some right here, and I got the low of the day already, 209.85. I just bought, and you can see it is right now at 212, 213. So I just picked up at 209.85. Very happy to be able to report that. And I'm buying 20 shares at a time at 209.85, 212. I picked up some 212, some 213, 211.85 I got. And right now we're looking at, last says 211. So I don't know, we'll see any more 209.85s this morning or not. But at least I was able to get that, and that's close to the 208, where I always try to buy around 208. So anyway, good morning. Good to see you again. Kyle, can you remind me? I know it's been probably at least a couple of years when you were in here. What price were you buying into SoFi when you first got here to the tank, Kyle? Because I know that was at least, I'm thinking 2 years ago, somewhere around that range, or a year and a half at least. So, oh, thank you very much, MHCJ1GZ, for that gift. Your name just goes on to the drawing. MHCJ1GZ. All right, thank you very, very much. Gary Edwards, rise. Do it, do small. Yes. Slow and low. Low and slow. That's what we do. We buy an EVTV right here, folks. And why am I suggesting that you buy EVTV? Kyle, look right here. EVTV has seen this same low 1 time, 2 times, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times this stock has been at this low. And that's why I'm buying it here, because it seems to me, and they don't want to talk about it, seems to me. They just turn this freaking stock and then she flies. Look at him drop it. 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 Look at him pop 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 it. Look at him. What do you think? Huh? Anybody want to guess? Where do we go from here? Now that they have brought it back down to the low again. And how freaking high will she fly? Just like every time before, my friend. Oh, yeah. They gonna get it no low like they've done before. You think you should buy it here on the low, or is this really the floor? Games people play, the shorts can drive it down. Some people say 2, even 183, but I'm telling you right now, I ain't gonna be that clown. I'm buying some here, cause I think she's gonna fly. Just like they did right here, my friends. Well, all the flying never ends. Look at him. It's just flapping its wings and going higher and higher as it flaps along. Each new wingspan just gets him another lift and another lift and another lift and another lift and another lift. BBAI, look at my support level, okay? Gotcha. A close $4 area, the best assassin, okay? Well, listen, folks, if we're going to buy it here, we're going to sell it at 238, okay? There's a reason that this number right here is on my buy-sell sheet, right there that's highlighted. There's a reason that number is highlighted, folks, 38 and 39, okay? That's where we're going to sell this shit when we get up there, okay? We're going to start selling it there. Because, folks, this number that has been resistance once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, okay? This number that's been that resistance has been this number right here, ladies and gentlemen. And that is where we're going to sell it, okay? 238, the numbers that are on my buy-sell sheet, all right? And that's where we're going to sell this dang thing, okay? And you'd be smarter yet to even start selling it at 233, because 233, they'll pull it back to here before they go to 238, okay? So my guess, this number where the blue line, the 5-day keeps stopping, where the 5-day blue line, turquoise, stops every time, that number right there, where it's been stopping, that's probably 233. Let's take a look and see. Yes, it is. 233 a share, folks. Of course it is. Of course it is. And you know what I think about that number. I always tell you to sell the 30, 31, 32, 33, or I tell you to buy the 34, 33, 32, 31 if they're dropping it. Okay, 33, folks. And look at that. Every single time that 10-day average, the 5-day turquoise line right on the 33. Man, when that 5-day gets to 33, boy, watch out. So that's what I'm saying. Before we sell the 38, okay, we're going to sell the 33 for a pullback to the 20s, and then it's going to go to 38 and pull back to 33, and then it could go to 44, and we'll sell the 43, 44, and then it pulls back to the 33, 31, 20 from the 44. Oh, yeah. Well, for you to be wise, you would start right here and figure out how much did it rise right there. Well, I did already. It's 20 cents. Okay, I already know. I did the math. From here to here is 20 cents. So they took it up 20 cents, then they took it back 6 cents, then they took it up 8 cents, then they took it down 10 cents, then they took it up 4 cents, then they took it down 12 cents. I've already checked this out this morning earlier. I've already done the math. This is 20, this is 6, this is 6 again, or about 7 really. Then this was 10, this was 4, this was 12 cents down, 12 cents. This was 4 cents up, 2 cents down, and then off she went. Now, folks, from here, this was 20 cents. It was really 18, but from here to here was 18 cents. And then it went up 22 cents, 22 cents. From here, yesterday morning, up 22 cents before the fall. So from here, folks, if this goes up 22 cents, I'd say you want to get out, okay? 230, 31, 32, we're selling some there, folks, for sure. All right, when it's at 230, 31, 32, 33, if it gets there, we're selling some there. Now, will we get there? I don't know, because the market is in a downward trend right now in the pre-market. You can see all of these indices are red, okay? The S&P futures is down, the Dow futures are down, NASDAQ futures down, all indexes red. The VIX is rising too. That's a volatility index. Let's go look at the VIX index now. And right now, as you can see, over the last year, it's really had two much higher volatility terms. And this was probably during the tariffs, right? I'm going to guess tariff time, November 2025. Yep, that was it. In April, probably. October and November, tariff fears. And now we're starting to scale up here again on the fear factor. VIX up a little bit more today. But there's been far more. The VIX was all the way up here. See, that was in April. That was April. This was when April 8th was the day of the tariff fear capitalized. And people took advantage of that. Many people bought on that occasion. Hey, my dude, you made it. Yeah. Okay. By the way, today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to be here to trade with you all day long. I'm not going to be able to do that, but I'm doing some buying this morning at the lows, I think. But I don't know how low we could continue to go with that kind of market indices all red so much in the pre-market. But, you know, when everything's red, I like to buy. So I just bought some at I'm buying EVTV. I sold it yesterday evening right before the close, and I was able to sell it in the 230s, upper 230s last night before the market closed. I'll show you EVTV here what happened. 230. So this was last night after the market closed. You can see right there, 230 a share. And and I had orders. I told you I was going to sell some shares, so I had some cash for this morning. I told you I was not going to hold on to everything. I told you I was going to sell until I had some cash to buy with. And that cash I'm using right now to buy. And I bought at 210, 211, 209. I just got a 212, and I have another order here and I'm trying to sell 50 GXAI at 215. I see here. 153, 154. I'm looking at GXAI as well. Just give me a second here. But greetings, Nicole. Welcome to you. Cat XRP. Yeah. Yep. 'Yeah, I saw that it had reached yesterday a 52-week low. 52-week low. Yesterday. Yesterday it established a 52-week low. That was announced here in our tank. And 133 being the low there. Community sentiment is bullish right now, 87%. I would think so at 133. Give me a second here, folks. Hopefully they won't do anything to my stream. I'll be right back, folks. All right. All right. Thank you for your patience. I just had to let one of my friends who is definitely into XRP know that it is at a 52-week low. EVTV is at 204. Thank you. I'm going to buy some more here. I'm only buying 20 shares at a time, folks. I see it at 207, bid 207. So I'll try to buy 208. Thank you, Nicole. I bought a new friend to the tank. He wants to know about XRP and why it's taking a crap. Well, because everything right now is sort of taking a crap. Silver has taken a crap. Uh, the market has taken a crap the last couple of days. It's been pretty brutal. sentiment right now is down, but that is when you buy, okay? And yes, it's a buying opportunity. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm buying here. I just bought it 210, this stock here. I'm trying to buy at 208 now. I'm going to duplicate this order that I filled and try to buy 209 because 210 won't fill. Try 209, review order. 208 won't fill. But I already told everyone that they would try to take this down to 208. And so I just filled at 20885. 2088. I like that. $2088. And now I'm going to try to buy 209. 20 shares, review order. I've got $2,200 now to invest. But as you can see, I'm just buying very small increments. And I like it when I fill at 20885 and then my next order fills at 20899. EVTV, good price to accumulate for long term. Yep. I have no information on XRP and why it is descending so bad, but I'm just notifying everyone. And today I can see it's at 42% down. $87 bullish. And I like to buy at 133, folks. Okay. All right. I'm a buyer at 133 XRP. And I would not be surprised at all to see it hit 133 or 131. And just for shits and giggles, you might want to put in a 113 buy in 120. 120 would be a definite placement of an order. But the 1 month chart shows it down 42%. Just so you're aware of that. GXAI looks like it might be starting to make a little bit of a move here. I'm not certain. Nope, it's still going down here. 8% down now. So I'm over here on GXAI. I want to take a look at it here. GXAI. Okay. And this is the stock we're looking at, GXAI. And notice here the execution here of a very nice 10 or 15 minute accumulation last night. Then this morning it opened higher, and then another similar accumulation, not quite as a duration and not as quite as symmetrical. This was more of a little bit of a down and then a vaggy, and then down here. Now here I'm seeing where they're going to. It's the same place they've been once, twice, three times. But the difference is this. The 5-day light blue line was all the way down to here. And then the 5-day light blue line was all the way down to here again. But now the 5-day is up here. Do you see where it is? That's the difference between this low, and this low now. The 5 days up here, it's not down there, and it's not down there. It's up here. So I'm buying on this, okay? GXAI. And I'm going to buy it right now because of that reason. And I'm going to buy 40 shares, limit 156. I want 155 instead, so I'm going to come in at 155. Good till cancel plus extended. Coming over here, good till cancel plus extended. Review order and place it. And I'm buying $62 worth of the stock. Okay, not a lot. I'm buying a little. Okay. And now I just filled at limit 155. Will not fill, so I'm going to try to go in at 156. Come back over here and hit buy. Come in for 40 shares. Limit 156. Good till cancel plus extended. Review order. And place it. Okay. Now I'm going to buy. And first, I'm going to actually go up here and hit trade order status and see where I just filled that order. And I just filled at 155, and I love that. All right. No, it's still open there. I'm sorry. The buy is open at 155. I did get a 155.97. I'm going to try and duplicate that order. 156. I'm going here, review order, and place it. And again, the reason I'm buying or trying to buy here now, and I've got a, oh yeah, look here. I love this. A partial fill of 5 shares. When I put in a 40 share order, 5 shares, folks, you see? I tell you, they use very small amounts, okay, to try to hold prices back, folks. 5 freaking shares they let me have out of a 40 share buy. Man, oh man. They let me get 5. That means I've still got 35 shares waiting to be filled at 155. And now, goodness gracious. I tell you, folks, when they are in the pre-market and in the aftermarket, there's little tiny share chunks, 2 shares, 1 share. I've seen it before. And they're just bidding little tiny increments above 155. Let's see if I filled now the rest of them. That was weird. Oh, look. Now they've filled 30 of my 40 shares there. Now they've filled 30 of my 40 order right now. Because they're just doing 5 shares at a time, folks. They're trying to hold it back with 5 shares at a time. They like that. Man, you know it's getting tough on them. Now they've raised it to 157 on the ask. I'm going to duplicate this order I got here. And I'm going to go to 156 here too for 40 more. Now, some of you might be wondering, why am I buying this here? Well, I'm going to show you why. Because here I saw this turquoise line, which is the 5-day moving average, go all the way down to right there, okay? And then that's where the low was with the 5-day right there. That was the low. That's all they could get. Then I saw the 5-day again come down to here again. Even a little fraction bit lower. The 5-day was when they got it to the same price. The 5-day was just a little lower because, see, they took a stab there to get it to there. Then they took a stab there to get it to drop a little bit lower. But this time around, when they have achieved this same low here now, look where the 5-day is. It's up here, folks. The 5-day is not down here, and the 5-day is not here. The 5-day is up here, folks. All right? That's why I'm buying right now on this little veggie drop, okay? That's what I call it, the veggie. And now I'm going to come in at 157. And I want you to know that you're buying under a circumstance where all the futures are red right now. Okay? Make sure you understand that things are shaky. The ground is shaky. No one's certain. There's some uncertainty. But one thing I see is the NASDAQ is starting to level off and climb, and so is the Dow. It's starting to level off, and the Russell has leveled off. And when you see them leveling off like this, that's accumulation, usually. That is accumulation. That is accumulation and acceleration. And this is accumulation, okay? When they drop it and then they sideways it, that's just accumulation, folks. A shakeout. The stock is GXAI. That's right. And like Gary says, but wait to see if the market falls apart more. And but I am right now, I'm taking a little bit of a risk. Yeah, I know I am. But I do like what I see right here with all of these indexes starting to move sideways and the NASDAQ starting to come back up. All right. I do like seeing that. Okay. Almost looks like a purposeful little final fleece of this thing after yesterday's downward movement across the board. Just one more last rattling, and then the swords come in, the fighting begins. And I believe they've already started the battle right here. The forces are battling one another right now, ladies and gentlemen, right here. This is the battlegrounds. These are the battle lines. And right now, in this case, the good side is winning here in the NASDAQ. Battle forces are regaining ground, lost territory. They're reclaiming. This is a reclamation action here going on. And so I decided, what the heck? I'm going to buy this at $155 a share. And I'm buying it for the reason that I just explained to you right here. It's a technical reason, folks, why I'm buying it here. There's a technical reason to it. I saw this low achieved with the 5-day turquoise line there. I saw this low achieved again with the 5-day turquoise line there. And now I see this same low achieved one more time, but with the turquoise line up here. And that is what I like about it. And that's why I'm buying it here, folks. And that's the only reason I'm buying it here. Because of that reason that I'm showing you. It's a technical reason, folks. It may seem, well, I think you get it. I think you see what's happening here. I can see what the stock is doing right now, too. And I see where I bought it on the freaking low right there, baby. Boom. Catfish. Boom. I'm in. Thank you. I believe I actually bought this stock today at, see here. Yep. Oh, and the stock EVTV, which I'm going to show you here, I bought some of that at 208. Right there where it is now, I bought it there. Right here where it is now, 208. And it's 13 cents down there, folks. 13 cents. Just so you're aware of that. So I'm going to duplicate that order. 208, 20 shares, down 13 cents. I'm going to buy it there. And I just filled at 207.99. Now I'm going to duplicate this order, and I want to put an order in at 207 and place it at 207. Well, I was talking about GXAI. Now I'm talking about EVTV. And I'm buying it here at one of my favorite numbers to buy a stock. And especially because yesterday, I sold this stock yesterday right there. Everybody, I asked everybody, did you sell with me in the 270s to 277 range? Yesterday morning, I asked everyone, did you sell EVTV? I sold every share I had between 270 and 277. And I asked you guys, did you sell there? And 39% of my viewers said, yes, they did sell with me yesterday morning in the pre-market at 275 to 277 range, 272 to 277. So congratulations for buying back now at 207, freaking 70 cents less. That's a nice substantial drop. The Bass Assassin says BBAI will lose $4 in my opinion. I'm thinking 315 range actually now. Hey, listen, I always tell people never get involved in that stock, BBAI. Stay away. Danger, danger, danger. Well, there it is, folks. GXAI. I just bought the low, and I'm very glad to say that. The lowest I thought that was a good number in the low 150s. And I hope you did buy some of this GXAI with me there when they ran it down to 155. And I'm trying to buy it now again. Let's go in again. And the last was 155 again. So I'm going to come in again at 155 if they want to do that. I've already got a 50 share. No, I got a 40 share buy order there that has filled 30 of 40. So I've got another order there at 155 now waiting. And they're showing the last order filled at 155. So I hope that was mine. And I really like to buy at 155 a share, folks. That's one of the buy numbers on my sheet. And no, I did not get to 155. So I did not get the 155 to fill. So now I'm going to try for 156. There we go. And I'm buying the stock GXAI. And I've got an order for 155 that will not fill. I've got an order for 156 that will not fill. Even though this thing is saying 155 was the last, so I must have filled the 156. Although, no, I'm not filled at 156. I don't know how the last number could have been 155 when my order at 156 didn't just fill, but they're trying to show that the last was 155 and my order was sitting at 156, folks. My order was sitting there at 155, 156. Well, I guess they finally did fill it. And now the last is at 155.24. I've got an order sitting here, folks, at 155 and 156. How in the world can they be showing the last at 155.24 and my order at 156 not be filled? How is that? Because they're using such small share orders, folks. This is what I keep trying to tell you. I've got orders for 40 at 155 and 156, and you see them showing the number last 156. And I've even seen, see, 155.24. Well, I've got an order sitting here, folks, at 156, a buy at 156. So why isn't my order filling at 156, folks? It's still there. It says good till canceled plus extended. And they're trying to tell you orders are filling at 155.24. Well, they are, but they're probably just one share at a time. Okay? Hi, Catfish. And all members here, please help me. I got trouble to turn on my computer screen black because I didn't know what happened. My screen not black back. It's look black. Okay. Let me show you right down here. There's a, hold on a second. You're going to see F9. You'll see right here, bright screen, dim screen. Push this button. Try that. If you hit that and something was laid on it and you set something on it, it will shut your screen off. All right, folks, we're within 1 minute of the market opening right now. And I like NEO right here. Closed yesterday at 444, now 477. Well, unfortunately, the high this morning was already at 492.93, so you should have sold it there. I would put my buy orders in at 472.73, 20 cents down from this morning's high. $472.73. Put in some buy orders at 466, just for safety's sake. Market makers love that number, 466. So you may see a buy in there. And here we go. We're up and running, folks. And I want to go over to some of the stocks we're looking at. EVTV. All right. EVTV. Not done here. I'm going to look at some other ones. SIDU. SIDU. Some buyers coming in right there, right out of the gate. Big green. A lot of buyers coming in on SIDU out of the gate, folks. It's down 2.36%. Going to look at GXAI now. By the way, LIMN, if you're looking at that, is at 164. I'm not sure why GXAI is not pulling up here. But there it is, GXAI. Let's look at the 1 day, 1 minute chart on it. There it is, GXAI out of the gate. Certainly not attacking it down, that's for sure. Now let's look across all markets. We're going to refresh this screen right now on GXAI. Looking across all indexes right now. S&P 500 down, Dow down 310, NASDAQ down 371. And I want to take a picture of this. All right, I got a picture of it. One day I'm going to be putting together seminars and showing people how to trade in other places and perhaps, and I will have this type of data so that they will be able to see what can happen in an AM session and then what can often happen after that rundown is the fleece out is over and what can often happen. So I'm going to have a photograph of this morning, but still cannot shut down and return on my computer. Okay, have you tried to push the button control, which is push this button and push this button at the same time? Push that button and push that button at the same time. And then push your delete button at the same time. All three. And hold them. Okay? Delete. So push that button. Push that button. And the delete button. And hold them all three at the same time. And your computer should shut off. Once you hit Control Alt Delete, this will happen. You'll see this come up when you hit Control Alt Delete. Right here. Right there. And once you get this, Control Alt Delete. Or you can force your power. Yep, twice to shut down. Control Alt Delete. and then hit Control Alt Delete again, and your computer will shut down. But you can also try Task Manager, and you can try to find out and just close up the applications to determine where your problem is. You can just start closing your different applications one at a time to determine, kind of diagnose where your problem is. But also you can just force shut off your computer by holding the power button down, okay? Just hold the power button in if it's on the side, or push on power and just hold it until it all shuts off. That's the gateway. That's the gateway laptop drop test. Gateway will solve that. Gateway has that issue. I did a video about it, and sure enough, I had 3 or 4 people tell me, yep, it worked for them. They dropped their laptop and it came on. The gateway. And by the way, I see XRP, which was at 133 just a little bit ago, 136 now. I wonder if it's been halted. EVTV 216. What happened to those buys I got at 208? All right. Nice. Look at that thing go, folks. Adios, amigos. Arrivederci. EVTV. Nice. Look at those buys this morning on EVTV. 209, 212, 211, 210, 208, 208, 208, 20, 40, 60 at 208. Nice. Now sitting at 213. Yep. Wendy, you may have to hold longer. Yep. I gotcha. EVTV. Boom, boom. And this order I've got at 207, forget about that. We're going to change that. Right now, this buy order at 207, that ain't going to happen. We're going to come up here to 209. Review order and place it. And we want to buy 40 shares there at 209. Oh, I've already filled that order. Okay. Sorry, let me refresh the screen. It didn't let me know that. So good. I got to buy it at 207. It filled at 207. My order at 207 filled, folks. 20 at 207. Nice. And I got also 20 at 212, 212, 212, 212. I bought a lot there. I bought at 211, 210, 208. I bought them right there, 20 at a time. 208, 208, 208. I also paid 155 for this, which is at 168 now. And that's nice, filling all my GXAI fill orders. All right, we're looking good this morning, folks. We're feeling good. Look good, feel good. And here's EVTV. Pull it down to right here and buy it if you can, or even right there. Yeah, that's been hesitant to the top many times. EVTV. And I'm going to try to Buy here. Coming up to 211. 40 shares at 211. Quantity 40. Limit 211. Day. Review order. Oh gosh, this order filled too. Huh. All right. Well, so be it. I got some buys on GXAI in the 155 range. It's at 165 now. I like that. GXAI. Hang on here. All right, EVTV, GXAI. There she is, 162. She just hit 169. Down 2%. Watching all markets now. Looking here, everything's starting to pull back up. The NASDAQ is making a move right on back up. The Dow is, like I said, kind of sideways. The S&P 500 is recovering. And the Russell is climbing as well. Now, the deepest loser is the small caps, the Russell here. Russell Index, the VIX is up 18%. Volatility index, folks, that's what that is, the volatility index. Got to keep an eye on that. A lot of fear out there, folks. Golden Cross on LIMN. Careful though, careful. 182 is the stop number, 182 and 183. I don't like that number there. Don't go there. 182, 183 is a stop, and you can see right there. Look where they stopped it, folks. 183.76, folks. 183 is a stop. Okay, I never would recommend you buy at that number ever. I would tell you to sell there every time. Okay, that is an absolute sell number, 183. That's why that number is here on my sheet. And it says over here to sell right here, down near the bottom. It says to sell 182, 183, 184. Those are sells, folks. Those are sells. And your buyback will be 167, 177 or lower. Okay? Watch 177. Watch it. I'm telling you, 183 is a sell and 177 is 6 cents down. 6 cents down, folks. Watch it hit it right now. 177. 6 cent pullback from the 183. 6 cents down, 177. Oh, yeah. They're going to come at it. Could day trade this sucker all day long. 177, folks. There it is. You're almost there. There it is. Sweet, nice. Buy, bear. Boom, bam, you're in. And 172.73 is the next numbers you're going to get. So 176, 177, and then the number below that is 172, 173. But she's bounced off the 177 now. So now the sell is at 185, 86, 87, and 88. Your sell is at 185, 86, 87, and 88 now. But they're still going to try to go for the 172, it looks like here, 173. And they may even go for 166 here off of that 183. I've seen it before. Ernest Green, what do I think the lowest will be on SoFi? I think it's already there. I think it just got there right then. Anything that you can get in the 1988 is a 2020 sell. This morning, they took it down to 1988, and folks, that is the low, in my opinion. And let's go see where they actually took it to make sure I'm right. But it probably was that. 1984, folks, you asked me, that's the low. And a buy there is a sell at $20.16. Start selling at 2016, folks. The 1984 is a 2016 sell. Oh, well, it's almost there now. It's almost there right now. 2016, folks, is a sell here. 20, even right here, I would have sold some. There it is, 2016. I told you. See that? 2016 through 2020 from the 1984 buy. 2016 is the sell. Look how I called that, and it just runs right down off that 16 now. Now it's going to go to 2020, then pull back to 2013. And your next sale should be at 2022, 2024. But I'm telling you, your buy order should be in at 2011 right now and 2008. Minimum 2013. On SoFi. So here comes your 2013. Up. And now she's gone. So, folks, your next orders is, see, 2022, you should have sold in 2024 here. And then there's your buyback afterwards, 6 cents down, 2018 off the 2024. 6 cents down. Feed halted up, looks light, put in sell orders. Thank you, DeBass Assassin, thank you. Marty Ellis, GTAI is going up, thank you. And here comes SoFi, looking good, folks, and it's going to go to 2030, 2031, 33. You want to sell those numbers next. All right, 2030, 31, 32, 33, sells, all right? GXS AI being pulled down to the same number that they wanted to get a lot of it in the pre-market now. Same number, folks, where they acquired all that in the pre-market. They're back down to that same number where they had it in the pre-market. Now looking across all the indexes, look at that. The S&P is only down 40 now, 0.59. And the NASDAQ is barely down 0.5%. The Russell is also increasing. The VIX index is dropping a little now. GXAI right there. Here's JTAI. Careful about this, folks. Not here. This is not where you want to come in. No. No. Nope. Don't do it. They're going to pinch this down. They're going to pinch it down to the 10-day. Your buy order should be here at 1964. They'll likely pull this all the way down to the 10-day right here. And they may even try to drop it halfway down below this rising 45 and 50. From here, break it to below the 10 and come to here. See there? I told you. Yep, Nippy Cat say nay on this. Nay, hold it. Wait, see, they're coming down to the halfway point. They're going to come down to right here, right in between the two high and this 50. Right here's where they're coming, folks. $0.16. We're 1888, folks. Get your order in at 1888. So you can see I just called that exactly what was going to happen. I said, no. Nope. No, sir. They're going to bring it down here, coming down. $1,888, folks. And it's at 19 right now, so it's coming to it. There it is. Look at that. 188888. I just saw 188888. Look at that, folks. Called it. And they just took it into the red for a second there, folks. They had it into the red there. By the way, this is up 21% right now. Now up 22. But 1888, folks, was my call. EVTV. Am I done with it? No, I'm not done. Not by any means. This is a good stock, long-term hold. EVTV, baby. No, I'm not done with this. Great place to buy again, right where they had it this morning in the pre-market once and the pre-market twice. Third time, same low. EVTV. Third time's a charm, baby. Third time's a charm. And I'm also looking at GXAI. And same effort. Smash it down right to the same line, right on the 200. Right on the 200. Right on the 200. Get that doggone 5-day to hit that doggone 200-day average, right where the 45 and 50 are rising over the 200-day right now. Folks, this red line that's here that you can't see defined, that red line is a 50-day moving average. And that dark blue line is a 45-day average. And they're crossing over the 200 right now. They're crossing it. No wonder they're trying to stop it. No wonder they're trying to stop it. Because it's going to be a triple upside crossover. The current price over, the orange 10-day over, and now the 50-day over. And all they can do is try to shake you out and get this right to come all together here, completely together right here, before they bounce it, folks. And I'm buying right here. And I'm going to come in at 153. duplicate that order here that I bought at 155, and I'm going to come in at 154. And I just filled at 153. And now 154 will not fill. So we go back to 155 here. And man, look at all the buyers buying here. I just got 153.01. I love that. I'm buying where that big red candlestick is right now, 153.5. I'm buying 40 shares at a time. I've got 1,400 left to buy with. Review order. Watch the percentage loss. Look at it, folks. It's at 778. It's at 77844. 13 cents down, folks. All right, I hear you, Bass Assassin. Well, I'm afraid that a lot of people did listen to Alec Baldwin when he said to buy SoFi at $4.66 a share. And a lot more listened to him a year ago, less than a year ago in April, when he said buy it at $8.30 a share, SoFi. And a lot of people listened to Alec Baldwin when he said to buy ONDS at $2 a share and less. ONDS, and a lot of them made $6,000 in a week with me. And a lot of them listen to me on this stock right now, EVTV, and made a fortune on it too. And I just got the buying it at 153.01 and 153 and 153.5, and now it's at 157. So I like that. Stay tuned. Get wise. Wisdom from my many years of trading will be good for you. I think you'd be wise to look at what I'm doing here and maybe try to repeat after me. I'm coming in at 155 on it now, folks. And I cannot fill at 156 either. A buy order I just put in at 156 will not fill. So I can forget about this 153 order. Because this order I just put in, folks, at 156, even though I was just able to buy a lot of shares here at 153, 154, 153.01, 153.5. Now I cannot get a 156 order to fill. My bid is 156. The ask is 157. I have my bid up there for 40 shares at 156. And I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them start doing partial orders again on me here, where they fill like 5 or 10 instead of my whole 40. Because it's little tiny shares that they market manipulate with, folks. 2 and 3 and 4 shares at a time. And I'm not going to get the 156. So I'm going to duplicate the order and come in at 157. And I'm coming in for 40 shares at 157. And the stock that I'm buying here is this one right here. Hello, JK. What are your thoughts on silver ATM at the moment? Big time to buy, right? No, I was telling everybody world ain't what they said as kids. I was telling everybody to buy silver 2.5 years ago at $20 an ounce and below. And many of my viewers did buy, including, I believe it was N. Clark that said he picked up some. And I know JP Panic bought a lot of silver then. I know that. And also, I think it was Piyush Bhatka who bought a bunch of silver when it was at 20s and below. So again, once again, on my guidance, people on the Alec Baldwin guidance have done very well on silver. Even though it's pulled back a lot, it's still way up from where I told people to buy it 2.5 years ago. And today, I am accumulating shares of this stock. I probably just filled there. It looks again like I might have got at 155 or something. I've got an order still waiting at 153 for 40 shares. Won't fill. And this is GXAI. And what I want to wonder about this is why here? Why in the world have they decided to start accumulating here? Now, why here? Sam Dorchester says, I go back a long way and bought silver at 6. Yep, I told people about 15 years ago, I sold one of my songs, and the guy paid me in silver eagles. And his idea was correct that if he paid me in silver, that I wouldn't have to pay taxes on it, and he was right. So I sold him a song for $5,000 in silver eagles. Showed up in the UPS, just a regular delivery like UPS or something showed up. Plunk, put it on my counter. Here you go, sir. Sign right here. I signed. And this box was about this big by about that big, and it was just full of silver eagles. I have a nice one here now, a nice old Morgan here from 1888. I keep it here because 8's my favorite number. Here it is. This is actually a newer one. I had another one that was here in the house that I've misplaced or was removed. Isn't she pretty? Just as pretty as this chart here. GXAI. Whole lot of buying going on here, folks. At a level where there never was really much interest before. This has now become a very interesting price for everyone. There was never real interest there. There was never real interest there. But suddenly there's a lot of interest in this stock at this price, right above the 200-day rising here. I hear my beautiful footsteps of my mouse in the house. Oh my gosh. You guys, today I'm going to give you a bite of this. I got to leave soon.
No, hour and a half, but I'm going to jump in the shower. I'm the one going with you.
Oh, okay. Let us, you and I, go together. How do you like my hair this morning, honey? Do I look good for my photograph?
Oh, are you getting a photograph today?
Yeah, I got to get a new driver's license picture. Oh, she said, yeah, I love it.
You know what? I don't know that. Yeah, they probably will take a new picture because they did of me last time.
Yeah, they're going to take a new picture at my demand. Some people said today I look like Patrick Swayze.
No.
And she says, no. All right, guys. Here you go. Get ready to take your bite. Okay? I'm going to dissect this one a little bit. Yeah. Going to dissect it. And we're going to make it deliciouser. It's very hard to eat these woo-wee. Oh, yeah. Oh. All right, get your butt up there. There we go. We cut them into a little bit more sizable and make it last longer this way, folks. Haven't you seen the new pizza commercial where they're cutting this little something? I don't know what it is. They're cutting into little tiny, tiny chunks. It's hilarious, folks. I don't know what it is that they're cutting into chunks, but it's hilarious, folks. This is what you're getting from Pizza Hut, something like this right here now. They send it to you and they tell you to cut it up into little pieces for everybody to get a little nibble of. Isn't it funny? The hair. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Have you seen that commercial? For them serving the pizza with, what is it that comes in the little squares that you're supposed to cut up into smaller squares? GXI just hit the very bottom at $1.40.46. It's now at 151. They just came at it with a vengeance. I'm going to buy some here, duplicate order. And I'm going to try to buy here at 152, review order, and place it. It's now 6 cents higher than it was 1 minute ago. Unfortunately, I missed it, but I did buy 152 just now. And I'm going to duplicate this order and try to buy 151. There we go. Well, everybody, the mini Snickers bar, half a teaspoon or less. Let's see if I can find this YouTube commercial. pizza commercial. Pizza commercial. Pizza commercial. Cutting into bite size portions. Okay, let's see what we get here. Well, I'm not finding it. Unfortunately, I'm not finding it. I thought I might find it here. Shucks. Virginia Sugamers, Vazu Gamers. I am from God. I come from God. I'm one of God's little creations. Well, unfortunately, I cannot find what they're slicing into little pieces on this commercial. Let me try pizza commercial combo meal to share. Hopefully I find it. Maybe it's this mix and match. Let me see. All right, guys, I got to eat something here. You guys just hold on for just a moment. I'm going to put on one of my songs so you don't have to listen to me. And you guys just hang on. You get to hear a little saxophone music by me, Catfish Tyler. And I just bought at 152 and 153, and we're back up to 155 on this stock GXAI. Catfish Tyler playing the tenor saxophone Busher model. Music by me, Tyler Self, SELPH. Go look me up on your music provider. Delicious breakfast there. I'd like to thank my beautiful wife for that. And this crash has me at a real bonafide risk of losing all my SoFi. Ah, that is not good. That is not good, my friend. But that is a good buy here of 152 and 153. 153 is the price now, 155. I'm very happy about this right here. So there we go. Germania, LOL. And thank God my computer start work back now. Which stock are you buying right now? Catfish, I saw on the screen, run 54 a share. That is the stock, GXAI. I believe this price of this stock will go much, much higher because of the news of Amazon supporting them with a lot of money to make them better and better. I think the price will go much higher to this stock. So I think this is good buy. I just buy this here at $1.52. You see this price. And you see this is now 154.55. I think this is going to go much higher. But I do not have a guarantee. I never make the guarantee. So I tell you to buy the small portion. Do not overdo it, okay? You have to take the small portion. EVTV, this is the one you want to take a look at now. This is start to take off like crazy bandit. You see this where this is going now? This is start to make a nice run. We see the EVTV has been taken down, but now she start to launch like a mofo. And congratulations if you have to buy this stock here at $2.5, $2.6, $2.7, $2.8. EVTV. Oh, yes. I think I have a song here for others, people that is listening now. I think I will sing it now to you all and enjoy this song. EVTV. Whoa, baby. It looks like she's gonna run. Yeah, EVTV. Oh, baby, she gonna run. Yeah. By down on the low, and you get it down when she's about to blow. You buy when with catfish tie when she hits the bottom, then you gonna hit and fly. Everybody's got 'em, yeah, do it. EVTV gonna run, yeah, oh, we gotta roll. Yeah, EVTV, oh, baby, she gonna run now. Yeah, got the low we bought today. We knew that it was gonna go away. We knew that we would buy it down on the blow, and knew that sucker was soon gonna blow. Yeah, I knew it would be. Oh, baby, we gotta go. Yeah. Oh, EVTV. Oh, baby, she about to blow now. Yeah. There you go, baby, EVTV. She about to blow. Let's watch it go. There you go. EVTV. What's going on here? What's going on? And a hell of a lot of accumulating to this GXAI here, right over the 200-day average, where they'd never had a care for it before. But all of a sudden, it's everybody's love interest now here at this price. Everybody wants to get some of that. Rising 200-day, rising 45 and 50, all tampered down and consolidated right here. And it's going to run, folks. GXAI, they just had it down to $1.46 a moment ago. Now 156, 157. And we're going to take a look here at EVTV. EVTV. She about to blow now. Let's go and look at the one-day chart. EVTV. Oh, goodness gracious sakes alive. What happened to this thing? What happened to that thing, man? You know what? I got to tell you, XR pre broke under 130, okay? I got to tell you, folks, this right here, that looks like a nut in a box. Doesn't it? They try to squeeze that thing into a box. Nut box. Look at that daggone 5-day average. Doing the 10-day boom. The 50-day, the 45-day kaboing. My. Nut box. A box of nuts. I was there the day they laid you in that hospital bed. Remember just exactly what the good doctor said. You remember that song? Does anybody remember that song? One of my classic ones. I think we might need to sing a little song here and help this go up a little higher. Sam Dorchester says, I've never heard that song, apparently. Well, why don't we play it for everybody so that you can hear it? You guys want to hear a song I have? Quips wants to hear the hard-on song. There's a hard-on for me and a hard-on for you. There's a heart on the screen for everybody to view. There's a heart on for you and a heart on for me. There's a heart on the screen for everybody to see. There you go. Well, I was there the day they laid you in that hospital bed. Remember just exactly what the good doctor said. He said your test results had really baffled them all, and there seemed to be no vitamin E in your body at all. And they were all appalled. And what the doctor suggested sounded strange, I won't lie. And though I'm rather skeptical, I'll give it a try. See, the doctor told us not to worry, we were in luck. He said you and me were lucky, all you needed was a handful of nuts a day, and everything would be okay. A handful of nuts, he said, would help you find your way out of that hospital bed. just a handful of nuts a day. A handful of nuts keeps the doctor away. He said a handful of nuts keeps the doctor away, and you should have a handful of nuts every day. It's something of a mystery I don't understand, but I've got some nuts for you, so hold out your hand, and I'll fill it up with a handful of nuts. Oh, I'll tell you what. See, the nuts I have for you will make a great snack. Let's put them somewhere safe so they don't get whacked. It's a mystery how holding nuts can make you feel good, but I think you need to hold them like the doc said you should. A handful of nuts keeps the doctor's need. A handful of nuts gets your vitamin E. A handful of nuts, let's let the treatment begin. A handful of nuts, I'm all in. Oh, with a handful of nuts, I'll tell you what. I hope the nuts I have will do for you. A handful of nuts, for sure. Anything for a cure. There you go. You asked for it, you got it. ONDS at 887. Wow. So every once in a while, we have to break up the tension of trading and stress of it all and throw in a nice little energy song like that to boost things up. I want to thank you all for being here on this channel with me. I know there's plenty of other places you could spend your time, but I guess you're getting entertained here by my music, and I'm telling you that it looks to me like this EVTV is ready to get off and go, okay? It looks like it's ready to springboard. Somebody tried to damper it right there with a throw out of a bunch of shares to try to soften this, but it's running, folks, and it's going on up. That 5-day looks very good. This is about to be a red belly blue back here, folks. That's what's developing right here, folks. This red back blue belly is about to change colors. It is going to be a blue back red belly, folks, and you're about to see this 5-day start to proceed right on up. It looks to me like. I could be wrong, but this looks very strong. EVTV looks good. I've been watching several stocks here that I've been riding for a little while, and I'm hoping to see them make a nice recovery. GXAI seems like right now, 1030 rundown, far from where they executed their rundown earlier just a moment ago. They were all the way down here, folks, at 143. And what do you know? I told you, 143, 144. 143.44. Those are love numbers. They love those numbers. And I told you, some of you might have heard me say, I think you ought to put some buy orders in even at 143.44. 147, 48, 49. Thanks for the tunes. You're welcome. I make trades with y'all while I stand in a frozen parking lot, parking cars for a ski resort. Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad and hope that you just thought this one might be a good buy. I'm only buying 20 shares at a time because I'm not sure what this damn thing's going to do. And I don't know what the whole market's going to do. Right now, I've seen an absolute continuation of a major sell-off of the Dow, down 532 points, down 1%. The NASDAQ down 431. The Russell down a bunch, and I haven't invested all my money. Believe me, I got a lot of cash still sitting here because I sold last night in the after hours. I told you I was going to, and I did sell last night in the after hours. And right now, I still have $1,200 cash with which to invest. And I like to buy on days like this when there's a big panic sell-off. And and to be honest with you, 4% is not much of a sell-off for EVTV, okay? Many stocks are getting hit a lot harder than 4%. And GXAI is one of them and down 8%. But hey, I've already been buying at the lows down here, so why not accumulate a little more at the number where they accumulated this morning, and then they ran it up 20 cents after that. So just buy it here. Probably chances are it's going to go right back up here again. GXAI. Now, I make no guarantees either. None at all. None at all. I don't know what it's going to do. The entire market is selling off, panic sell here. Looking at this NASDAQ chart right here, it's not letting up at 10:30 in the morning. It's the freaking total recall, folks. Triple ta-ta. Triple ta-ta right here on the NASDAQ. And you would expect that at 10:30 in the morning, which is the predictable rundown time. The algorithms click over. And triple ta-ta, 10:30 a.m. Let's look at the Dow right now. What does it look like? Tumbling tumbleweed. Okay, that's the Dow. Let's look at the S&P 500. This is where all the money is. Hey, Alexa, what is the cash value of the S&P 500?
From investing.com. Today, the S&P 500 pure value opened at 10,914.2.
What? Looking at XRP now at 128, down over the last month, 46%. 128, down 46%. EVTV, folks, check it out. And interestingly enough, I'm not really down that much today. But I can tell you one thing, I'm going to start buying some shares here, 20 right here. And I'm going to come in at 209, limit 209, down below it. Review order and place it, 20 at 209. Now I'm going to try to buy 20 at 210. 210. Review order and place it. And I'm going to buy 20 at 211. Limit 211. Review order and place it. And I'm going to buy here 20 at 212. 212. Review order and place it. And I can only presume I'm going to fill at 211.99. Let's go to order status and see where we just filled. And the stock I'm buying. Ugh. Hold on a second here. Can you have a look at NAB Bank? Yep. Yep. FEED. I see it right there, bucking the trend in the green today. Nice. FEED continuing its climb, and I know some of you are still holding on to that, so congratulations on that after it was driven down this morning to 280 a share, now at 316. And I'd be selling it there. I would have sold it at 320 just then. Oh, for sure you got to sell the 333, man. Come on, FEED. You got to sell that 333. You know better. You got to sell 331, 32, 33. You have to sell there. And you know that. I'm sure you know that. You've been here long enough. You have to know that. FEED was a sell at 333, folks, and you should have got out there. Now I want to look at NAB. NAB. Oh, hey, look at GXAI, folks. There it goes. All right. There she goes, folks. GXAI. Oh, yeah. Look at the buyers come in. Nobody had any interest before, but now they do. Plate Lunch Express. I appreciate you telling me how I'm missing out on something that I'm making money on, GXAI. And but I appreciate you telling me what I'm missing out on. And I'm not missing out on it. My people on my channel are making money, so I'm glad with them. I'm not missing it because a lot of people have FEED on here. I know some people are holding it, so I'm glad for them because it's green on a day when everything is freaking red as hell. And that's a good sign. And so is GXAI. It's going to go green here in a little while, probably. I don't know any guarantees here. I don't make any guarantees, but I like someone bought the shit out of it when they just tried to drive it down here to a price that was way higher than the last earlier today. So this isn't even close to 146 right here, folks, and it bounced right off that thing. And buyers are coming in on GXAI. And EVTV that I just bought at 211 and 211 is now at 213, 214, so I like that too. Yep, this is EVTV. Now we're going to look at this other one here. Someone just called out another stock, NAD, I think it was. Hold on. NAB, yes. National Austria Bank. That's taking a while to pull that up, folks. That could be a fairly insignificant and no news stock. That's not pulling up anything. I'm sorry. And by the way, feed is only up 2%, so I'm certainly not missing out on some big run. That's for sure. I'm going to try something here. Just give me a second. Got my new shades over here, and it look like I got a scratch on them. I hope that isn't a scratch. So I'm going to try and do some cleaning of these and see if that quote-unquote scratchy-looking thing comes off, which I hope it does, because I just bought these. And I think it's coming off. Yes, it is. Good. I was going to be bummed out that I had scratched these lenses, and I see now they look very good. They're not scratched up at all. And that's good. Haven't heard anything back from my Ray-Ban girl yet. Sophia Ryan. Sophia Ryan. Well, unfortunately, NAB does not show up at all here on Charles Schwab Thinkorswim, so I'm going to have to progress to something else. NAB is not there. But I tell you what it is, EVTV, folks. EVTV's there. Yes, it is. And just so you guys are aware of this, I'm going to start putting in sell orders now on all those shares that I just bought 211. I want to sell them when it's up 13 cents. So that's going to be 224. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to hit opposite order. And I'm going to hit sell 224. Go till cancel plus extended, review order and place it. And now I want to look at the Russell index. And it continues its descent as well. The Russell falling off the chart, folks. The Russell. This is small caps in this stock. Small caps. This is where SoFi is in this group, and it's the largest descending group right now behind the NASDAQ, which is the biggest one. All of the markets down about 1% today. All of them falling. There is the NASDAQ right there, and it started to make a little recovery off the triple tatas, and now they're trying to pull it back one more time to here where they got a nip. You can see that right there. They got a little nip right there on that one. And they're trying it one more time to suckle. And then I think she's going to go on up. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Now watching EVTV. And at this point where it just stopped, right here, you've already seen once, twice. So they're really trying to make you think that this thing can't get over that number, okay? You can see right here where it was a shoulder, and then you can see where they stopped it running up once. They stopped it up now running up twice. So they're really trying to make you think that this isn't going to go over that number, okay? And that number is 216. They're trying to make you think that this is unachievable to go to 220. This trading platform that I'm using here is Charles Schwab Thinkorswim. This is it right here. And you would not be surprised at all, should not be surprised at all, to see on a triple crossover with the current price and then the 5 and 10 day crossing the 200, that they would try to suppress that. This is nothing new. Happens all the time, this chart formation right here. Every day down to the 200 where they're going to accumulate some more right here, and I'm going to buy some with them. And I'm going to try to buy 211. And I've already filled once at 211 here, so I'm happy to get it again if I can. And I have an order that's waiting now at 211, and my last order filled at 211.91. So I'm going to come again here, and I'm going to come in at 212 now. 211 will not fill. Coming in at 212 for 20 shares. And I still have 1,000 to invest today right now. I still have 1,000. What do you reckon is going to go up in the next few months? Kat, you are very smart, man, sir, and I'd be paying attention. Yep, I'm very, very much on this thing, and I just filled at 211 and 211.91, and now I can see that the price is at 213, 214. It just went to 214. So those two good buys there at 211.91, I like those. And I've got an order now at 211 and 212. So I'm trying to buy at 212 now, and I'm going to put a duplicate order in, and I'm going to come in at 213, 20 shares, review order, and place it. And now I am trying to buy this stock at 213, and I just did at 213. I just got it at 213 a share. And my other orders down here are 211, 211.91. Okay? Happy boy, feed today, 280 to 340. Yep, what do you reckon is going to go up in the next few? SIDU, ONDS. I think those are two good ones, SIDU and ONDS. But I do not tell you to buy huge amounts of either one of those. Start in small. Start in small and monitor it, okay? And SIDU is, I think, in a good position to pick some up. Let's see where it is now. Yes. I like it here. Look at the Vage. Look at the labes. And now she goes, folks. SIDU. Yep, there she goes, folks. SIDU. Nutsack here. Then an attempt to stop it from crossing over. And now the crossover will go full blown. And I like it. SIDU. And ladies and gentlemen, just so you can see over the last 20 days, look at what this stock has done. And I want you to see something first. It was on the 180 day, a triple upside crossover occurred right here. And I told everybody about it when it happened. And I said, when they pull this down to the 200, buy it. So the triple crossover happened. They pulled it down to the 200. A bunch of my listeners bought it, and then off it frickin' went. Now it's fallen to right here. And folks, that is where the shoulder, before a little hitch and go happened, there was a shoulder right there accumulated. On this number right here, there was a shoulder accumulated on this in the past, right there. Now, will they continue to drive it down to where the 5 day was there? I think they're there now. See that turquoise 5 day line? There was the bottom of it right there. And here they're trying to get that turquoise 5 day to that number again right now. Right there was the bottom. Now, could it go further down? Yeah, it sure could. But, man, that's a long ways for it to fall. And, man, that is a hefty drop below the 200 right there. Whew. There's the 200. And they've got the 50 and the 45 now below the 200. Perfect place for it where they're at here. When they got the 50 below the 200. That's good. SIDU, folks. Down another 7% today after falling for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days. Oh, yeah, it's the 10-day washout, 10-day flush, the 10-day flush. Look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-day flush. 8-day flush. This time, 10-day flush. And they took it 8 days and head fake people and take it down for 10-day flush. I like it there, folks. SIDU. I'm just saying, I could be wrong. But buying around 213 a share would be phenomenal because it was at 583. All right. So that's one I'm calling out that could be a good buy. Now I'm going to call out ONDS. ONDS. And the same thing with this. Triple upside crossover of the 200-day right there. And look how they pulled it down and then look at it go off. The same exact thing as SIDU. I mean, these two things look identical, don't they? Triple upside crossover occurred right there where everything crossed the 200-day moving average. There's the run up. There's the splash down. There's the takeoff. And now here's 20 days of beating the shit out of it. ONDS. Fortunately, we've got in on this stock way down here. Piyush Bhatka called this out. He called this out way down here, folks, when the price was in the $2 range. And thank you very much, Piyush Bhatta, for that call. And now I see this price dabbling where they got a lot of accumulation right there and resistance there and right there and right here and right there. And now I see the price right there. Huh. Okay. It stopped going up there once. It stopped there twice. It stopped there 3 times. It stopped there 4. It stopped there 5. So now it becomes a stop to the drop. Understand? It stopped going up, 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 stopped going up. Now it stops going down at the same point. What do you know? It stops going down at the same point where it stopped going up all those times. And now it stops going down right here. ONDS, and I could be wrong, but I don't think so. And look where it's sitting at, $8.88. $8.88 a share, folks. No wonder there has been so much here before at 888, 888, 888, 888, and now 888 again. I tell you, folks, looks like a good buy to me. Yep, 888, folks. You know, about 10 months ago, 9 months ago, I bought a stock called SoFi at 888 a share on my birthday. That's right. SoFi. Look down here. On my birthday, right here. There it is. On my birthday, SoFi stock, 888. I got to buy it there. On my birthday, April the 4th, they let me get it at 888 a share. Look where it was by June the 4th. May the 4th, where was it? $13. In 1 month, it went from 888, folks, to $13. Happy freaking birthday, Catfish Tyler. How do you like that? And the reason that it had dropped down to this price on my birthday, April 4th, was the tariff news came out. It was actually even the next day, $8.60 a share. But I got to buy it, folks, and I bought a lot at $8.88, and I bought a lot at $8.66. $8.66. Look where it was before, up in the 11s here. But for my birthday, they dropped it down for my birthday weekend, April 4th and April 7th, Friday and Monday. They dropped it down for me to buy it there. And then it just freaking took off. Look at that thing, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20. Man, after I bought it at 888, and you bought it too there. Ben Demetrio says, hey, you should probably buy this and this one here now at man, look at that LIMN that was called out yesterday. Man, up another 21% today. XRP looks like it's at its low at 129. EVTV is recovering right now. And folks, listen, there is virtually no volume on this stock right now. 754,000 shares traded with an average of 28 million. Now, this average has been skewed a lot lately because 2 days ago, I think this thing had, I can't remember what the volume was. It was just ridiculous. 24 million here on February the 4th. 26 million here, January the 15th. 287 million on January 13th when the price was $4.91 a share. It ran up to on the news. $4.91 a share on the news. EVTV. Let's go here. Cap lock. EVTV. I'm sorry, I can't see the keyboard here. EVTV. Stock. January 14th. Stock soars following strategic moves. On January 14th, in the world of envirotech vehicles, numbers dance. Oh, crap. Don't do this to me, man. Revenue insights revealed 1.87 million through the marginal flutter. Let's see, 31. Let's see. A closer look into cash flow for the quarter from operations, so this is bull crap here, and I'm not going to waste my time there. January 14th. Trying to find anything I can about January the 14th and what was the big news that spiked it so much. Let's get out of here and let's go over here. And let's go over here to EVTV. We're going to type it down here. There we go. Enter. And we're going to come over here to click on this. And then we're going to come over here to more on EVTV. And then we're going to go over here to company news. And it only goes back to January 26th. We're going down now to January 14th. Here it is. "11 consumer direct discretionary stocks moving in Wednesday's pre-market. 12 discretionary stocks moving in Wednesday's intraday on the 14th. Huh. All right. Well, I don't really see what's been the catalyst on the 14th on EVTV, but something got people's interest then. Marty wrote me about it and told me they had something going on. I think they were combining with another company. World Sharp. Yep, there's a lot of good talk about XRP. Hard to see when the stock is falling down. Yep. Double down on XRP. Might put another order in for 121. Yep, 120 would be good. 113 even. Let's go over to the 1 day, 1 minute chart on EVTV. And ladies and gentlemen, this doggone thing is about to have a crossover. They're trying to herk and jerk it on this 200 day, but it's about to cross over the 200, folks. Yep, this thing's going to cross over. They can barcode it here for as long as they want, but when this 50 day gets up here in the middle, there's no way it's going to barcode here anymore. It's going to rise. And just so you're aware of this, I'm going to show you this on the 20 day chart. There it is right there. And folks, this thing has just been played recently here on this line, here to that line, here to that line. It didn't even come to that line. Then it took on off. Then here to that line again. Here the last time to this freaking line, folks, if you ask me. Once, twice, 3 times, 4. Then this freaking thing leaves forevermore. Come on, baby. Run off this. Just like you did here. Go up 20 cents. Here, go up 20 cents. Here, go up 20 cents. Here, go up 20 cents. Or even further, because this is 1 time the bottom, 2 times the bottom, 3 times the bottom, 4 times the bottom. EVTV. And what a day to do it on when the whole market's crashing. Perfect timing to run it down and fleece everyone out when the whole market's crashing. Well, I'm quite surprised I don't see any more news on January 14th when the price ran from 50 cents to 262 to 491 in 3 days. That's this stock here, EVTV. from frickin' 53 cents on January the 8th, January 9th, January 12th. The news must have come out January the 12th. This is it. This is it. Envirotech Vehicles shares are jumping on Monday after AZIO AI, with which the company recently signed an amended letter of intent to acquire, announced it received a $107 million contract. So this company is this acquisition by AZIO. Once this is done, this is going to increase the value of this EVTV by tons, folks. Another poop market today. Pooperific, yes. But some might say another good opportunity to buy. And let me show you another pooper rooper day, okay? Here was another pooper rooper day that happened 8 months ago on April the 7th, when SoFi's price was at $8.60 a share on a pooper rooper day, because it had been $11.55 just 3 days before, and 3 days of rundown to $8.60 a share. And then, folks, from there, on a pooper rooper day from April the 7th to May the 7th, the price had gone to $13.28 a share. From a pooper rooper day and a price of $8 on April the 7th, on a pooper rooper day, ladies and gentlemen, I'm showing this for a reason. When this stock was at $8.66, at $8.60 on a pooper rooper day, okay, April the 7th, and then by May the 7th, the price was at $13.28. So pooper rooper days can be very profitable, okay, if you know what you're doing. And I just got through buying these shares of EVTV, as you can see, at two. I'll show you the prices. 207.99. EVTV filled 207.99, and the time of that for order was at 9:20 this morning. 207.99. Then I bought a 207, 20 shares at 207 at 9:21. I also bought at 211, 211, and just now I bought at 213. The bid is 212. The ask is 214 now. Don Will Dolt says, my GME warrants are up nicely. Good. I'm getting 3.5 cent RLMLF penny bargains from the Pleroma. All right. So, folks, just give me a second here. And it is right now, we're approaching 11:13 in the morning. And folks, I am going to have to go here soon. I'm not going to be able to stay with you because I'm going to get my new license. And so I've got to leave. I hope you guys have a very good day. I've got basically 1 hour to get to this place and get my license done, taken care of. So I hope you guys have a great afternoon, whatever it is you're involved in. Yep, GTAI and XTKG, big winners of today. Thank you. XTKG from 30 to 50 today. Good going, Marty. Well, folks, I just want you to know that it's been a tough week in the market, but today I got to take care of some business. I got to go get my driver's license, and I've been telling everybody that today I was going to be gone from the midday, probably up until about 2 o'clock, or maybe not get back for the end of the day. First time here. Well, Simon, welcome. I'm sorry that I'm having to leave early today. I'm going to get my driver's license taken care of in a new photo. So got to get down there and get me a new driver's license today. And so I'm going down to the Secretary of State. I hope you guys have a great afternoon. Make sure you guys all hit that like button before you go. Make sure we hit that like button right now and get as many likes as we can on this stream. I'm sorry that I can't stick around with you, but I'm thanking you for buying with me on the low today on both of these stocks, GXAI and also EVTV. Hopefully they will continue to rise after today's debacle of a washout. So, guys, that's it. I'm going to get on out of here. I got to go get myself a driver's license and get my registration on my truck. So you guys have a great one. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a profitable day. Congratulations to you, Marty, and anybody else that bought some of them. Good luck at the DMV. Yep, I've already got my appointment scheduled. They don't let you just walk into DMV anymore. You have to schedule an appointment. And even then, you walk in and there's 15 people sitting in chairs at this place. So I'll be there a while. Yep, a washout day off. Yes, indeed. Yep, have fun. Thank you very much, Ultra Surfer Joe Gomango. Joe Go Mango. Same in Florida. Yep, it's ridiculous. Oh yeah, I used to go there all the time in Florida and get my driver's licenses when I lived there. All right, everybody. Thank you, Catfish. You're welcome. Have a good, wonderful day. Thank you. God bless you. I'm glad you got your computer working again. And congratulations on that. Everybody, let's just hang in there and hang in there strong. Be strong, all right? AJ signing out. Gotcha. You can be your special ID also. Yep. Yes. Yes. Right. Be well, AJ. And I'm going to take my commercial driver's license to CDL because the last time I took my CDL, I actually never studied for it all, but I just guessed and I got my CDL because you're allowed to miss like 3 out of the CDL portion or something, and I only missed 2, so I got my CDL. So without even studying, folks, a lot of the stuff that they ask is just common sense, you know. So give it a shot. If you don't get it, you have to go back and try again in a month or so. But at any rate, I'm going to probably try and get my CDL. We'll see. But I can buy any stocks with you today. I will buy with you tomorrow morning. Okay, Wendy, yes. No, it's cooking. What's cooking? Is Sea-Doo cooked? No, it's cooking. It's cooking. It's not cooked. It's cooking. And right now, it's simmering on the stove. On low. They've got it on low, okay? Simmering, just like Gary said. All right, everybody. Hope you have a great day. I wish I could stay here with you guys. I would leave the stream going, but I know that it'll shut off the screen in 30 minutes. This computer will kick off. So you guys won't be looking at anything. So, but if you want to, go down in the description, look down below the description, and you'll see a link to Telegram. And you can go in my Telegram, and you can chat with everybody about everything all afternoon on Telegram. There's a link to it down in the description, everyone, okay? And again, I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for hitting that like button. I got to get out of here now. Catfish Tyler saying Over and out. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you, Happy Boy. I appreciate it. Bye-bye, everybody. I'll try to come back on this afternoon around 2:30 or 3 if I can, all right? So we'll see what happens, all right? I'm going to get on out of here now, though. Bye-bye.